Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, back with another video testing out the R5 and the R6 from Canon, because a lot of requests came in to say, Jared, will you use EF lenses with the EF to RF adapter on the R5 and R6 and tell us how it works? So yes, I will do that because you requested it. So what did I do? Well, I took out a 400mm 2.8 version 2 with the EF to RF adapter on the R6. Now I used it on the R6 and the R5 as well, and you're gonna see sample footage from the EVF recording so you can see how the autofocus worked. But I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, don't use the most expensive gear. We wanna see it with the basic gear. So I reached out to Sigma, and Sigma sent me the 70-200 2.8 DG. Now this is an affordable 70-200 2.8 lens. This is an EF lens that will be in a lot of people's bags. I don't consider this the most expensive, greatest lens in the world since sliced bread, but it is a fantastic, solid lens for the value that it offers. And I wanted to see how it worked out when shooting football and action. Can it nail it with the EF to RF adapter? Well, we're gonna find out in just a second how well it did. But before we get into the EVF footage, I do wanna let you know that with the R6, I had that set to face detect tracking. So it's gonna lock onto the face and track it. With the R5, I had it set to IAF to see if it could lock on the eye for fast moving action and still nail the focus time and time again in images. So if it works in the R6, it works in the R5. If it works in the R5, it works in the R6, because it's the same autofocusing system. Now, let's get to those videos. So that was pretty impressive, right? Now, I wasn't sure what to expect with the R5 and R6, but the fact that you get the same autofocus with both, whether you're using the EF to RF adapter or you're using a Sigma lens or the big ass Canon piece of glass that's on the floor that I rented from Allen's Camera, by the way. Check them out at allenscamera.com. It did a fantastic job. But the only way to determine did it really hit, not just showing it tracking in the EVF, is to check out the images, which we're gonna do right now. And I do wanna remind you, you can download some of these sample raw files over on the website so that you can pixel peep them to see how well it did. So here we go. We've got the R6 with the 70-200 2.8 using the EF to RF adapter. Let's zoom right in. This is 1:1, beautiful. Let's see, 3:1, beautiful 3:1, even though this is 20-some megapixels. 3:1 all the way in, and it's sharp. That's showing you that it absolutely does work. Now I want to do this because it's not just showing you one image that is perfectly sharp right here. Let's go through the next, what is this? I'm going to click on them. 11 shots. Sharp, 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 sharp. Wait for it to load, wait for it to load, loads. Loading again. Sharp, really sharp, nice and sharp. Questionably, oh, nope, it's in focus. I just had to wait for the computer to load. And then this one is sharp as well. And then I think the last couple, that one's not fully in. And then this one is subtly, slightly there. But so 9 out of 11, not bad at all. Next up, the coach's daughter was just hanging out over here playing with his water bottle. The red one, she dumped all his water out and it was 95 degrees out and he didn't have any more water because she just dumped it out to play with it. Oh well, but I want to show you guys some things here with FroPak 2 on this image. I'm going to go to AC/DC, boom, great starting point. Then we're going to go to Charmin, that gives you another really cool look. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, another unique, different look. Then we can go down here to Double Stuffed Oreos, gives you a nice black and white right off the rip. Then we can go down to Golden Grams. I love the way that Golden Grams looks on this one. And then we have Matte Black, high contrast, and matte black, low contrast. So as you can see, that's me just hovering over 7 of the different unique custom presets that make up FroPak 2. Now, if you're looking to give yourself a great starting point or speed up your raw workflow, we created 15 all-new custom Lightroom presets that you can check out right now at froknowsphoto.com/FroPak2. While you're over there, you can play with the sliders to see the befores and the afters, and if you decide to pick them up right now, they are currently on sale, or you can save even more when you get FroPak 1 and FroPak 2 as the FroPak bundle. As you saw right there, it was pretty darn effective on that raw file right there. So let's see. I want to highlight the next, this is 48 images. I now switched over. We have the Canon EOS R6 400mm 2.8, and let's just go through these images. And it's just tracking. Remember, I'm on a monopod doing this, and boom. And it just goes through all the way to the end. And we'll just go through again. Let's just randomly pick a few here. Boom, nice and sharp. And then I like this shot right here. Boom, nice and sharp. Let's go in 3:1. Boom, 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 nice and sharp. That's pretty awesome. Of course, this is an expensive lens, but I already showed you that it can do it with the 70-200 2.8 from Sigma, so that is a great thing. And we'll keep going through. Last shot, I'll show you guys right here. Oh, we're zoomed in 3:1. Oh, that's so sharp right there. Boom, that's really good. Now we got a couple more here to end out this section, and then I'm gonna switch over to the R5 to show you. This is not a processed image, but I like the shot, looks good. Talk about total separation from the background. That's obliterated. And then obliterate the background once again. Same thing right there. Now we're going to switch over to the EOS R5 because some people are like, you shouldn't be shooting sports with an R5. And I'm like, why shouldn't I shoot sports with an R5? Why shouldn't I shoot sports with an A7 R4 that's 61 megapixels? If you can get away with it and it focuses and it works, I don't need to shoot at 8 million frames a second to get good shots. Let's take a look right here. So 400 2.8 once again, zoom in here, boom, nice and sharp, right on him. It works with the R5. That one's edited. I like that. Nice isolated shot right there, nice and sharp. Then I want to highlight this because we got a bunch of these. Oh my God, that's like the rest of them. So another one, 38 images. These are not edited. Okay, these are not edited. I did not process them, but let's go through. I did not, Mock. Oh, hi, Mock. Let's zoom in right here. Wow. Actually, let's go back to this and zoom in right here and just show you how that looks 1-to-1. That is super sweet too. So let's go back through these 38 images quickly and see what we've got. Remember, not edited, but tracking on the move. So what he's doing right here, they're doing in the workout, you saw they were going forward, back, around the cone, and then breaking out wide to get ready to throw the pass on the run. And it just tracked and it found him. R5, R6, both did a really nice job. And then I held the button down way too long because I just wanted to see what would happen. So this is what it looks like moving fast. And one of the main things that people ask is like, how is the viewfinder blackout in the R5 and the R6? I've shot it with electronic shutter, no problem at all. I shoot in the first curtain electronic shutter in the high plus mode, where you do get a little bit of a stutter, but it is no blackout. And it does not take away from your shooting. It is 8 trillion times better than the EOS R. So the whole point of this particular video was to adapt EF glass, third-party EF glass, like this Sigma lens, to show you that it can work with the EF to RF adapter, as well as the 400 2.8 that I borrowed from Alan's camera, because that is a beast monster of a lens. Adapted, perfect on the R6, perfect on the R5. Both of these cameras handled extremely well in this action situation, tracking the subject, locking onto the subject, capturing the subject, because the proof is in the pudding, in the photos. If you want to check out those files, go ahead and download them. The link is down below. Let me know what you think. What else should I test out in these two cameras while we're working on the real world reviews that we're spending a lot of time to do, so that we can get those out to you at a future date at this point. Thank you very much for watching. Jared Polinfronosphoto.com. See ya.